Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Handmade by Gardina, and I'm glad to be back. I've not been on in a little while. I went out of town from Friday until Monday. I had to do a training for MVET's Ladies Auxiliary for a wonderful group of ladies from Alabama, and we do lots of volunteer hours that we have to do reports on to get our veterans and everything more funding from the House and Congress and everything. And so I have been in Pigeon Forge teaching them how to do that, and I had a great time, but those trips just wear me out, so I had to spend a couple of days recuperating, as I should say. So this is our Margarete Miller Collage Weekly Planner, hashtag CW Planner 2021. And we are on week 11, and our prompts this week is a flower, a foreign language, stitching, real, drawn, or stamped, a measurement, something torn, and the bonus is geometric shapes. So let's get started. I have most of my stuff cut out, and here I have some Italian paper from Rachel. I had made a purchase from Rachel at Roxy Creations, and it came in yesterday, and I was so excited. So I have some straw paper now that I hadn't had before, and I got some of her French or Italian paper that I had never had before, that I'm so excited about. And I've got a lot of fabric for my slow stitching projects that I do. So there's our foreign language, and here is just a printable that I have printed off that was in my scrap box. That is torn. So there's our torn paper. And here's our flower. I don't know what I have that's red on there. But yeah, we had a great time in Pigeon Forge. Didn't get to do a lot of shopping because we had a lot of training that we had to do, because our reports that we do are quite extensive, and a lot of people really don't realize that, of what all that we have to do in paperwork. And it's quite a bit of paperwork that we have to do, actually. And when people takes an office, whether it be a local office, a state office, then they just think of a job title of, hey, I'm going to be a first vice or a second vice or I'm going to be an officer, and they don't realize what all they have to do, what all that entails. It's a lot of paperwork. It's like, yeah, you're an officer, but you have a lot of paperwork to do also. It's not just you hold that office. You hold that office, but you're still responsible for doing all the activities that's involved, all of the paperwork that's involved, all the planning when you do a fundraiser to raise money for that. And we do projects for 5 different things. We do child welfare and community service, and of course Americanism, which is everything we do for our veterans. And we do hospital, which is people in the hospital and nursing homes and everything, in the VA clinic. And then we do scholarships. So that is our 5 programs that we do. So we do a lot of volunteer work and lots of paperwork to go along with that all of that volunteer work. So Alabama, they only have one ladies auxiliary post in the state of Alabama, and they're fairly new. And they had asked if I would help them do their paperwork, and I told them sure. And they had rented a cabin, and we had a wonderful time. Like I said, it was a great group of ladies. They were willing to learn, ask questions, and listening to me, and that makes it really fun to teach a class like that. Okay, this I got from Lori from Girl on the Ridge, and this is my sewing piece. You can see all the sewing that she had got, or how the stitches that she had sewed on the back. And so this is my stitching, and I wanted to put it down. So I hope everyone is doing well, staying safe and healthy, and doing your happiness, doing your smiling. I know this weekend after class and everything, I did my share of smiling. I think we have laughed and smiled the whole entire weekend. Saturday night we had went to the Comedy Barn, so that was a lot of fun. So I have definitely done way more than my 15 minutes of happiness a day, because the Comedy Barn, I think, was about an hour and a half show, I think, maybe. When you're in there, you really don't know how long you've been in there. Let's see. So yeah, it was quite hilarious. But I think the most hilarious thing was watching one of the ladies laughing at the show. She got so tickled that she was almost crying. She was laughing so hard. So then we all got to laughing at her because she was laughing so hard. So I think she was more funny than the show because we just, oh my gosh, she was laughing really hard. It was hilarious where she was laughing so hard. Which that just shows she was enjoying herself very, very much. Which, that's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, this is a measurement, which it is oh, what's the word? It's a ribbon that's made like a tape measure. So I'm going to use that as my measurement. And as you can tell, I still haven't got any acetate for my glue because it is still coming out so slow. It's so slow, it's horrible. Which, even though my mother, she doesn't watch YouTube because she has no idea about computers or anything like that. Yesterday was her birthday, which we went over to her house yesterday and had pizza and cake and ice cream. And yesterday was her 70th birthday, which she's leaving town today. She's going to go visit her brothers and sisters in Ohio. That's where she's originally from. And which I'm lucky my mother is in, she's really healthy. I mean, she has cancer, but it's non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and she's completed her infusion treatments, but she has to take a cancer pill for the rest of her life. But if you was to see her on the road or anything, if you was to see her out or anything, you wouldn't even know that she had cancer. She doesn't let nothing keep her down. She's always on the go. I have fussed at her so much through this COVID because she's always running around, which she wears her mask, but still, I keep telling her that she doesn't need to be out in the COVID, because I'm like, you're a high risk mother. You don't need to be out in this because you're such a high risk. But She doesn't listen. She's like, oh, I'll be alright. I won't catch nothing. She said, I'm fine. I'm healthy. These are geometric shapes, which I took my circle punch, and I have a square punch that I punched out and made these shapes. But yeah, that's what's been going on. I've been out of town, and that's why I've not been on here lately. Is when I come back Monday, I was just exhausted. And when you're around a bunch of group of ladies, I think there was 10 of us. You don't get a lot of sleep either. And when we first got to the cabin, there was 2 sets of bunk beds. And I'm like, no. There is no way that I can climb on top of a set of bunk beds. I said, first of all, I would fall through. And second of all, I couldn't climb up there. And I said, third of all, if I did climb up there, I probably wouldn't be able to climb back. So I'm like, not it for the bunk beds. So, yeah. I got in a room where there were 2 beds, so I got my own room. Because I'm like, I cannot do bunk beds. No way. Like, I could sleep on a bottom bunk, but not on a top. Cabins are super nice. So if you get a chance to go on a vacation, go to Pigeon Forge and rent a cabin, and you can take your own food and everything and cook and everything right there in the cabin. It was really nice. That's what they had done, and they cooked for us and everything, so it was really nice. Okay, we have our flowers, which is here, 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 and it's in our shapes. A foreign language, here and here, which is Italian. Stitching, which is all along this piece here, and I left all of these loose threads out. A measurement, which is our ribbon here. Something torn, which is pretty much all of our paper except for the ones I cut out. And our geometric shapes is this set here, here, and here. So there is week 11 finished. So let's see what we have on week 12. Oh goodness. Week 12. A comic, architecture, something cold, a favorite word, bird, a stamping in a non-black black ink. So that's a lot of new ones too. So here is week 11. I'd like to thank everyone. I'd like to welcome all my new subscribers. I'm up to 212 subscribers, and when I get to 250, I will do another giveaway, which Christina, that had won my last giveaway, I had mailed off her journal at the beginning of this week. She should be receiving it any day now. I hope she enjoys it. So when I reach 250 subscribers, I'll be doing another giveaway. And I hope all my new subscribers, I hope you enjoy my channel. Hope you find it very interesting, and I really appreciate you all joining. And my current subscribers, I really appreciate you all for sticking with me and putting up with me. And want to thank you all so much. I appreciate each and every one of you all. Remember to stay safe and healthy. Do your 15 minutes of smiling and happiness a day. Don't forget to do that, because we all need a little joy in the world, and we all need joy in our lives. And I will see you all later, and we'll start on week 12 soon. Talk to y'all later. Have a good day. Bye.